Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Bold and Beautiful's Thomas may return to LA with an even bigger shock for Brooke than Hope, and we don't mean Ivy either. Admit it. You're assuming the same as we are that Bold and Beautiful is bringing back Ashley Brewer as Ivy to hook her up with Thomas overseas, so that by the time Hope hops on a plane to Paris, she'll already have missed the boat, so to speak. But the soap could be pulling the fastest of fast ones on us, setting us up to expect a Thomas/Ivy hookup when, in reality, he'll be reconnecting with Amber, who just happens to be in the city of love for son Little D's graduation from culinary school. Newly re-energized by their affair, Thomas decides that he's ready to return to LA. His heart is too full of love for Amber to even remember that it was ever broken. As an added bonus, nobody can say that he's too young for Amber now. Needless to say, Hope will be shocked that Thomas so quickly reheated things with his old flame, but Brooke will be even more horrified. She thought she'd finally gotten Amber out of her hair for good. At least this time Brooke can tell herself Amber isn't trying to tie down her son, Rick. When Thomas comes back with Amber in tow, they should also be bringing along Little D. Not only could he spend some quality time with Dad Deacon. When did they last even see each other? But the budding chef could begin his culinary career working at an LA hotspot. Given the hot mess that RJ and Luna's relationship is about to become, Little D could also let her start over, romantically speaking, with a nice new guy. That is, if he is, in fact, nice. He could take after his dad back in his bad boy days. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden hue over the sprawling city of Los Angeles, whispers of anticipation fluttered through the air like delicate butterflies. The streets buzzed with the murmurs of gossip, each passerby carrying tidbits of rumors like precious jewels waiting to be unveiled. At the heart of this vibrant metropolis lay Forrester Creations, a beacon of glamour and intrigue in the world of high fashion. In the hallowed halls of the prestigious fashion house, tensions simmered like a pot on the verge of boiling over. Brooke Logan, the matriarch of the Forrester family, stood at the epicenter of the chaos, her emerald eyes ablaze with determination. Ever since her daughter Hope had returned to Los Angeles with shocking news of her own, Brooke had been on edge, her nerves stretched thin like threads of silk, ready to snap at any moment. But little did Brooke know another storm was brewing on the horizon, one that would shake the very foundations of her world. Thomas Forrester, the prodigal son who had once been lost to the darkness, was rumored to be making his triumphant return to LA, and with him he carried an even bigger shock for Brooke than Hope's revelation. It had been years since Thomas had walked the halls of Forrester Creations, his absence leaving a void that none could fill. But now, whispers of his imminent return spread like wildfire, igniting a frenzy of speculation among the denizens of the fashion world. Some whispered of redemption, hoping that Thomas had finally found his way back from the depths of despair. Others, however, feared the chaos his return would unleash, memories of past scandals still fresh in their minds. As the days turned into weeks, the anticipation reached a fever pitch. And then, like a bolt of lightning tearing through the sky, Thomas Forrester strode back into Forrester Creations, his presence commanding attention like a king returning to his throne. But it wasn't just his return that sent shockwaves through the company, it was the bombshell he dropped at Brooke's feet. "Mother," Thomas began, his voice a low rumble that sent shivers down Brooke's spine. "I have something to tell you, something that will change everything." Brooke's heart hammered in her chest as she braced herself for what was to come. She had faced countless challenges in her life, but nothing could have prepared her for the revelation that was about to shatter her world. "Thomas, what is it?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. With a solemn expression, Thomas took a deep breath before delivering his earth-shattering news. "Mother, I've found Ivy, and she's alive." Brooke's world tilted on its axis as she struggled to comprehend the magnitude of Thomas's words. Ivy Forrester, the woman whose death had haunted them all, was alive. It was unthinkable, impossible, and yet, there was a glimmer of hope in Thomas's eyes that she couldn't ignore. As the truth sank in, Brooke felt a whirlwind of emotions swirling within her, a mix of relief, disbelief, and overwhelming joy. Ivy's return meant more than just the resurrection of a lost loved one. It meant redemption for Thomas, a chance to rewrite the dark chapters of his past. But amidst the chaos of Ivy's return, Brooke couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to the story than met the eye. Dark secrets lurked in the shadows, waiting to be unearthed, and Brooke knew that the truth would inevitably come to light. As the days turned into weeks, and Ivy settled back into the fold of the Forrester family, Brooke couldn't shake the feeling of unease that gnawed at her insides. There was a darkness lurking beneath the surface, a storm gathering on the horizon that threatened to engulf them all. And then, just when Brooke thought she had unraveled the tangled web of secrets surrounding Ivy's return, another bombshell rocked Forrester Creations to its core. Another bombshell rocked Forrester Creations to its core. "Mother," Thomas said, his voice heavy with emotion. "There's something else I need to tell you, something I should have said a long time ago." Brooke's heart skipped a beat as she braced herself for yet another revelation. What more could Thomas possibly have to say? What other secrets lay buried beneath the facade of their picture-perfect lives? With a trembling hand, Thomas reached into his pocket and pulled out a small velvet box, its contents glimmering in the soft light of the room. And as he opened the box to reveal its precious cargo, Brooke felt the world around her come crashing down. "Mother," Thomas said, his voice barely above a whisper. "Ivy and we're married." The words hung in the air like a heavy fog, suffocating Brooke with their weight. Married? To Ivy? It was a betrayal beyond comprehension, a betrayal that cut deeper than any knife. As the truth sank in, Brooke felt a tidal wave of emotions crashing over her. A mix of anger, betrayal, and heartache. How could Thomas do this to her? How could he betray their family in such a cruel and callous manner? But amidst the chaos of her emotions, Brooke knew that there was no turning back. The damage had been done, the bonds of trust irreparably shattered, and as she stared into the eyes of her son, she realized that their family would never be the same again. In the wake of Thomas's revelation, Forrester Creations was plunged into turmoil once more. Rumors swirled like a tempest, gossip running rampant through the halls of the fashion house, and amidst the chaos, Brooke found herself standing alone, her world crumbling around her like a house of cards. But as the dust settled and the echoes of Thomas's betrayal faded into the distance, Brooke knew that she would rise from the ashes stronger than ever before, for she was Brooke Logan, a force to be reckoned with, and no amount of betrayal could ever break her spirit. With a steely resolve, Brooke squared her shoulders and faced the uncertain future that lay before her. Whatever trials and tribulations awaited her, she would face them head-on, with courage, grace, and the unwavering strength of a woman scorned. For in the world of Bold and Beautiful, where scandal and intrigue reigned supreme, one thing was certain: nothing could keep Brooke Logan down for long.